You consciously want to stop doing something, but there's something else inside of you that's not ready to quit yet. That is the subconscious mind. So I'm working with a person. She is in her mid-20s and she is going through addiction, and she's going through the journey to change her patterns of behavior. She's on that journey to quit the addiction. And it's a journey. It takes time. You're not going to be able to quit like this. It takes time to change the subconscious mind. And don't feel bad if you're struggling for months and months. That's normal, and this is why addictions suck. They wouldn't be problems if we could just snap out of it. But it's a changing process. That process is how you get out. So this person I'm helping, she is focusing on quitting this addiction, but she's falling into a trap that I fell into, which is the trap of trying to control everything. Oftentimes when we are on that journey to quit an addiction, we start to find other things in our life that we want to quit doing too. And those are distractions. And don't get me wrong, there might be some other things in your life, your personal life, that you need to stop doing or regulate more or moderate more. For sure, yes. But you should only focus on one addiction at a time. If you're addicted to 4 things, if you're addicted to 5 things, okay, if you've got a lot going on, and you try to quit all 5 of them at the same time, you're going to lose your mind and you're going to go insane. You're going to have a hard life. Your suffering is going to go from here to here. You're going to go crazy. Don't do that. Only quit one addiction at a time. Write them down on a piece of paper. Be honest with yourself. And pick one that you think you should quit first. It doesn't have to be anything special. It's just that simple. Write them down. And if you've only got one addiction you're truly focused on, then that's good. That's a really good thing, and you're blessed. You should be happy for that. If you're normal, like me, many other people, it's easy to get multiple addictions, and when that happens, I promise you, if you focus on one at a time, you will make progress. Don't try to quit all of them. So this person I'm helping, she's trying to control a lot of things in her life now, and I'm trying to help her see, and she is starting to see, that if you just focus on one thing, everything else will unfold much more peacefully and harmoniously within you. If you just start to control every little thing in your life, 1, you're probably not going to make progress with quitting your addiction because you're distracted on all of these other things. And 2, it's going to build up negative self-talk. We're going to get into why. So first off, my name is Nicholas. I was dealing with addiction and I got out of it through a writing routine, the 533 routine, which I teach for free on this channel, and it can work for you. It's worked for others already. And it's just where you write about the reasons why you want to stop doing that thing, and then you write about the way you intend to live. And every day you reflect on your past writings. So if you do this every day, it takes about 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. If you do this every day, after about a week, after about a month, you're going to have a lot of material to go back and read and reflect on. And that's what the routine is. It's writing down your reasons for wanting to quit, the way you intend to live, and then it's reading and reflecting on what you have written in the past. And you do this every day. It takes 5 to 10 minutes, and if you do this every day, it builds up momentum within you, and it changes your subconscious mind. And that's the thing that's making it difficult to quit your addiction. You consciously want to stop doing something, but there's something else inside of you that's not ready to quit yet. That is the subconscious mind, as I understand it and as I teach. And it works. The routine works. Why? Because things that we repeat have direct impacts on our subconscious mind. If we do it often and we put emotion into it, our subconscious mind reacts to it very strongly. So before we get into this person I'm helping and why her trying to control so many little things in her life is getting in her way of quitting the addiction, before I get into that, just a recap. An addiction means the person is looking for true liberation. They're looking to actually change and stop doing this thing for good forever. Okay, that's what I'm talking about with regards to addiction. A vice, like something you actually find pleasure in and enjoy doing, but if you do it too much, it can start to ruin your life. That's a vice. This means you need to focus on moderation, and to moderate correctly, You need to understand why are you doing it. You need to look at how much you're doing it, and you need to look at like what triggers you and when you're doing it. You need to look at these three things, and that's how you can attain moderation, and that's how you can make sure your vices don't ruin your relationships with the thing itself and with other people and with yourself. So addiction means you need liberation, you need true change, and this only comes from changing how you think about the thing, the addiction, how you think about it, and how you view it in your own mind. So to do these two things, to change how you think about the addiction and to change how you view the addiction, you need to go through a routine of some sort. I designed the 533 routine. It worked for me. That's why I decided I'm going to tell other people about it. You can design your own routine, and I recommend you design your own routine. Use mine at first, see how you feel about it, but then create your own if you want to. Please, don't think that my routine is the only way. It is the reflection and the articulation that's required, and you can use those two things to build your own routine. Let's get into something else, and that is too much control. We'll do a few things. If you're trying, this person I'm helping, you, me, all people, when we're trying to quit this addiction, we have this focus of doing this one thing, quitting this one thing. I don't know why this happens, but it can appear that now there's other things I need to control in my life as well. Well, I want to stop doing this. I want to stop doing that. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. And you start to have all of these, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. I don't know why this happens. It happens to me. It happens to other people. But we have this addiction we want to quit, this one thing. And then as we're trying to focus on that one thing and quit this addiction, we fall into the trap of looking for other things in our life that we also want to quit. I don't know why this happens, but it's a distraction and it creates negative self-talk. Too much control ruins your mental health. I don't know why it's the case, but it just so happens that when other people are trying to quit an addiction, it becomes easy to try to find other things in our life that we want to quit as well. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm not going to do this anymore. We start looking for other things to also quit, and this is a distraction as I see it. It's something that should be observed when you see it happen in your mind, but don't act on it. Don't try to control everything in your life. You're trying to quit an addiction. That's a big thing. If you do quit that addiction and you go through the process, a lot of other things are going to start to fall in line peacefully, harmoniously, on their own nature. You're not going to have to force them. So what I'm reminding this person I'm helping and working with right now, and you, all people going through addiction, is that if you start to have too much control, if you start to try to take too much control in your life, by quitting this, stop doing that, I'm going to stop doing this. At the same time you're trying to quit an addiction, you're going to create a bunch of negative self-talk, and it's going to ruin your progress towards quitting your addiction. This is also going to increase your suffering in general, because you're just going to be training your mind to look for things in your environment and in your life, in your behavior, and your way of living. You're going to be training your subconscious mind to just look for a lot of things to not do, to look for a lot of things that are not good, to look for a lot of things that you don't want. And that's going to just be a bunch of, all you're going to see is negative. Negative this, negate that, deny this. So this is why I teach that too much control is going to ruin your chances of quitting your addiction. You need to allow whatever's happening to be. Allow it to be. Focus on the addiction in the process. Everything else in your life, allow it to be. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Go with it. And this brings me to my last point I want to tell you about, which is to trust the process. To quit an addiction, unless you're, there's some people out there that one day they just say, I'm done, and they quit doing something. And that's cool, but if you're a normal person, you're going to have to go through a changing process. So that's the kind of people we're talking about, not those rare people that can just change. You have to trust the process. You have to go through some sort of routine that requires you to articulate either by recording your voice or writing down on paper. And that also has you reflect on what you've articulated in the past. 533 routine is both of these things. You can design your own routine. You need to trust the process. Instead of trying to control everything, don't try to control anything at all. Do the opposite. Embrace new ideas when they come to you. Embrace good ideas when they come to you. You're going to get, as you're on your journey to quit your addiction, okay, whatever your addiction is, you're going to get ideas that come to you that have nothing to do with the addiction, but they do have to do with something good, like maybe exercise, going on a walk, maybe reading something, or maybe doing something nice for somebody else, or doing something nice for yourself, or doing something that you know you need to do. You're going to get all of these different ideas that come to you throughout the day that aren't based in like trying to control things, but are that are based in doing things, actually doing the act, the doing, the progress, the process. So my point is, don't try to control anything. You're already trying to control enough. You're trying to quit your addiction. That's enough. You've got plenty on your plate. Everything else in life, go with the flow and allow it to be. And when you get good ideas, whether they be something that you need to write down or maybe something that you want to do that would be good for you or someone else, act on that idea quickly. Do it. Go with the flow. Don't resist it. So instead of trying to subtract and take away a bunch of things in your life, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm never going to do that again. I'm going to stop doing this. Instead of all of that, take the opposite approach. Go with whatever happens and start doing good things, good ideas that come to you that are maybe healthy or that are maybe aligned with your work in life, that are maybe aligned with your hobbies that you care about in life, your special interests. Embrace the good. Don't try to control the bad. With all that being said, my name is Nicholas. I will talk to you in the next one. I hope you're doing well. Stay along the path, and until next time.